Okay. Blade, sharp. I'm going to actually cut in till I feel the wire. Not super hard. You'll get a feel for it. And I'm going to roll it. Make sure I got it all around. Loosen it. Bring the blade out a bit. Press straight down. That releases the wire. I'm about to make enough smoke. I don't need to be smoking right now. Alright. Do a little gentle twist. Get all the broke strands off. Grab another 4-gauge lug. See, it's got a hole drilled in it. I'll do a test fit. Gotta take a little bit off. I love them flush cut wire cutters. They're just nice. It fits in there perfect. So, I'm gonna set my wire, straighten it out a little bit. Set my wire in my vise so it doesn't go nowhere. Get my flux. Get a goober flux. You don't need a whole mess of it, but you want to have enough that it gets in there because it's an acid. So if you got any cuts on your fingers, this is gonna sting. I got this method from C.R. Jackson on Mustang forums, a couple of Mustang forums. Now, I'm not doing anything, I'm just heating this up so it melts the flux, so it gets in there on the wires. And then I'm going to set the lug on there, spin it a couple times so I flux the inside of the lug. And from there, I'm going to pull out a length of my solder. Always pre-prep your solder. Don't pull out more than you can handle. I like to straighten mine since I'm going to be shooting straight into that hole that's on the top. And it's going to go quick, so pay attention. I'm just heating the outer end of the ring terminal. I'm not actually heating the body of it. Then you start melting insulation. See, it's flowing. And we're done. I'm not going to mess with it. I'm going to let it sit, because if you start messing with it right now, you could actually mess up how it sits in there. Gentle taps, make sure it sits up against the insulation. You can mess up how that connection goes in there. You could damage the solder, you could damage the wires, all sorts of fun stuff that I find out later. I know the lug looks like crap right now because it's all got a whole bunch of different colors and stuff on it. You can hit it with a wire wheel, a brass wire wheel, not a steel one, brass. It'll polish it right up and clean it up, and you can get a better connection. Same kind of, well, you'd preferably use a steel wire wheel to clean your grounds in your car, but this will clean this up good and make it look pretty again. so you got a good connection, because the propane that they actually use for these torches, in the blue bottles, or you can use the green bottles, the camp propane, it's all the same thing. It's propane. Um, it's kind of on the dirty side, so you got particulates and stuff getting on there. You hit it with a brass wire wheel, clean it up, get you back down to copper. This is just a little before and after. Yeah, I know there's solder on the outside, it's not a big thing. But you can see the difference between a brushed one. This is the brush lug. See how clean that is and how it's back to the copper look. This thing does not want to focus. You see how clean it is? And this is the unbrushed one. See, it's got the discoloration and stuff on there from the torch. This thing does not want to focus. See, it's got the discoloration on there from the torch.